With her poll numbers dropping, Hillary Clinton gave her first Sunday morning news interview in more than 4 years. And it was right here on CBS on Face the Nation. On the GOP side of the presidential race, a new poll shows a major shakeup in the race, with Carly Fiorina getting a major post-debate boost. Joining me to talk about this and other issues, Professor David Schultz of Hamline University. Thanks so much for coming on.
You're welcome.
All right, let me ask you, this interview with Hillary Clinton, coincidence that this comes as her poll numbers are dropping and she's behind Bernie Sanders in Iowa and New Hampshire?
Not at all. When you're in the lead and you have a big lead, you can kind of sit on it, and I think that's why she was not talking to the press. No need to risk it, but now her poll numbers compared to 2 months ago, she's dropped dramatically. Sanders is beating her in New Hampshire, beating her in Iowa. I think she had to go on and start to talk to the press and to really start to address some of the issues that I think are affecting her poll numbers.
All right, let me ask you, how do you think she did?
I think on balance, she did a pretty good job. Now, she was clearly uncomfortable on a couple of issues. The Benghazi issue was brought up right off the bat. She seemed a little uncomfortable with that. I think she was still a little uncomfortable in terms of dealing with the email, but where I thought she was pretty good was as moving on in terms of sort of just a general discussion in terms of saying she's not worried about Biden. She's just going to keep doing what she's doing. She's not going to attack Bernie Sanders. But she had a little bit of sort of spontaneity, a little bit of laughing at herself, and that's important. I thought she also did a pretty good job when asked the question that said that this seems to be the year for outsiders. You've been an insider for years. How do you deal with that? She says, I'm the ultimate outsider. I'm a woman. I'm running for president against a bunch of guys. And so on balance, I think she did a good job. Whether or not it reverses poll numbers, I don't know, but I think she handled herself well for her first appearance in 4 years.
All right, and she also was asked about Joe Biden, and she said it's his decision, I'm just going to move on, which is all she can do. What about Joe Biden?
Well, Biden is amazing at this point. He's, according to a recent poll, among candidates or non-candidates, he's got the highest trust factor of anybody out there right now, Republican or Democrat. And I think at this point, it's really just a matter of weeks, the rumors are saying, whether he makes the decision. I actually think he's in, because the poll numbers at this point are suggesting that Democrats are looking for somebody else, and I think he has a real chance if he runs.
All right, let's talk about this new CNN poll that's out today. An enormous boost. Carly Fiorina going from low single digits to 15%. It's just one poll, but it appears that this widely praised debate performance is paying off.
It is paying off at this point, that she did exceedingly well. There's actually two polls. There's also an NBC poll that came out today, too, that has her also moving up to second or third, too. What's interesting now is you have the three outsiders, Trump, Fiorina, and Carson, in two different polls, both in the lead at this point. So it's clearly the outsiders, but Carly Fiorina did herself enormous favors. Trump has come down a little bit also, but it's sort of, around there. One other thing I want to mention here is the biggest loser from that debate, according to polls, Scott Walker,
right,
who's now barely an asterisk in the CNN poll.
Our wonderful producer Sandra Lynn didn't have enough pages to make for all the candidates, but he is in last.
Yes.
There are several with asterisks, but including Lindsey Graham, but he is at the last place in the asterisk.
That's right.
I mean, he was the front runner a few months ago. I mean, he has to. I mean, is he done?
He's done. He's done at this point, because I think between the bad poll numbers and the fact that the money's going to dry up now, look to see Scott Walker go to root of Rick Perry last week, who dropped out of the race. I think it's just a matter of time at this point that we're going to start to see him, Jindal, and a few others just fade away.
All right. Donald Trump still on top, though. Carly Fiorina moving up. Let me ask you, is it possible for Donald Trump to win the Republican nomination?
I think it's still possible at this point. What's interesting in the CNN poll is that if you look at also where the voters in that poll said they were on a variety of issues, repeatedly they liked Donald Trump the most on the issues, whether it be on immigration and a whole bunch of different things. So the voters seem to be where Trump is at this point. I think what Trump has to worry about at this point is really I would say two things. One, not coming across as boring, which is
I don't think he does.
He doesn't across, but although some people said they were a little bored by him after 3 hours. I was a little bored in general after 3 hours. But two is, can he sort of now figure out how to translate that popularity into actually getting out the vote on caucus day and on primary day?
All right, David Schultz, thank you so much for coming in.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right.